Hey guys, so we find ourselves still in this sort of weird limbo state of Global Dokkan where we can't really do anything. It's pretty boring. I actually really wanted to record some Dokkan gameplay this weekend to do some videos. I wanted to do some Rainbow Showcases, I almost have Bojack full 100% links. I actually, to be honest, haven't really been grinding that much, just because I know that even if I get them to 100%, I can't even, 100% meaning full link level 10, I won't be able to even use them in events that I can show them off. I'm not going to do showcases on just Dokkan events. It's boring. I want to take them through Battle Road, Infant Dragon Ball History. Those events that actually make you, see how good these units are, and not just, clobbering Dokkan events over and over again. But, I haven't been able to do that because of this issue. And I believe we are now on day 5 or 6 or 7 or something like that, where this issue has persisted. And the biggest thing for me isn't so much that the issue is persisting, more so than the fact that they just haven't really done much to acknowledge the problem that's going on. They gave like one notice in the news tab that the problem is going on, and they haven't really followed up on that at all, or given any updates on what's happening with that. And to make matters worse, we have this Dokkan Now coming up in like literally less than 24 hours. I'm recording this video right now at 3 a.m. on March 15th Eastern Time. So this video is going to come out in less than 24 hours from now, talking about Saiyan Day 2021. So they talk about it here on Twitter, and they talk about it again and again. So they're pushing this thing pretty hard. And they did the same thing last year with Saiyan Day, obviously, but the difference between this year and last year is the fact that we didn't have an issue with like this last year, where 70% of the game is inaccessible. It's not actually 70% of the game. It's just the parts of the game that matter when it comes to, veterans that have played the game for a long time and want to challenge themselves. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to take a look at last year's Saiyan Day, so Saiyan Day 2020, and sort of go through everything that came out so that we can pinpoint things that might not make it to Global this year, in terms of certain events that might come out that we won't be able to play because we can't use items, we can't do Super Battle Road, we can't do, Legendary Goku events, stuff like that. So the question is, do we think there's anything that's going to come out for this Saiyan Day celebration that is going to be limited in terms of Global versus JP? Now, obviously, JP has no issues, so they can go ahead and release stuff like new Super Battle Road stages, new Infant Dragon Ball History stages, without them being impeded by this issue, whereas on Global, they can't do that, because they release a new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage on Global, guess what? We can't play it, because the event is gone for now, because of this issue. So, again, Saiyan Day is coming. I don't think... I imagine the Saiyan Day Dokkan Now video was recorded probably months ago. Maybe not months ago, maybe weeks ago. So, none of the information that they're going to be talking about in the Dokkan Now video is probably going to relate to the issue directly. I wouldn't be surprised, though. Well, actually... maybe I'd be a little bit surprised if they actually talked about the issue in the Dokkan Now. Maybe they add like an amendment to the video. They like reshoot a clip at the end and say, we understand there's an issue going on, we're looking into it. Please bear with us as we continue gathering information about how to fix this. That's what they should do. They should explain that that's what they're doing, right? And for me, as somebody that's seen some issues come up in other games, nothing quite as bad as this, but the biggest thing that they're lacking is communication. And that's really what comes down to it at the end of the day. I've never really seen a game have an issue for this long and say this little about it. It's like, I guess I'll think of an equivalent. It's like you're playing, imagine you're playing Legends and PvP doesn't work. And they don't say anything about it for a week. It's crazy. But alright, let's go down and take a look at Saiyan Day here. So, oh yeah, by the way, the other thing I want to mention quickly is that they might say things in the Dokkan Now video that's coming to Global that actually is not coming to Global. We'll talk about that in a second. So, Saiyan Day 2020, by the way, Saiyan Day 2020 was among the worst celebrations that have ever come out in this game. It was terrible, horrible, awful. I hope it's not as bad as this year, but we'll go ahead and take a look at what we got last year and sort of see if there's anything that we might miss out on this year because of this issue. But obviously, login bonus and special missions won't be affected. Sales won't be affected. You know damn well they're not going to do anything about that. The Dokkan Festival will not be affected. They're going to reveal the Dokkan Fest unit. There's been sort of unofficial leaks that the Dokkan Fest this year is going to be Broly, some sort of Broly unit. Again, my take on a Broly unit that I would want would be a Broly from the first Broly movie, movie 8. And it would be a Broly and Paragus exchange unit where Broly transforms into Legendary Super Saiyan and crushes the pod and kills Paragus. That's my ideal Broly unit that I would want. I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, they're going to announce the Dokkan Fest and Dokkan Now. It's guaranteed. And there's no way that they're going to delay that for global by any means at all. They don't care. They will not delay that. Type banner for whatever the new category will be definitely is coming. Obviously, the Kai banner is coming out. New Dokkan event. They're not going to delay that because we do have Dokkan events available right now. There's no reason for them to either not give us this or delay this. And then the biggest thing we got last year during Saiyan Day was this sort of special event for Team Bardock where you could farm up the entire team free to play, sort of like the Ginyu Force back during the 3rd anniversary. I don't think we're going to get something like this again. I think instead of something like this, we would probably get something like Infinite Dragon Ball History Stage, or maybe finally we get the categories for Battle Road stages, which I think is actually very likely. JP got their categories for Battle Road stages, Extremes for Battle Road stages with Tech Ultimate Gohan, which was before the worldwide celebration for Vegito and Boo-Tanks back in like August/September. It's been a long time coming to global for those stages of Extremes for Battle Road. This is the celebration where I expect to get those. And again, if this issue does not get resolved or fixed by this point, we're not getting those. We're not getting the stages. So even if they talk about those stages in the Dokkan Now video, and this event doesn't, and not this event, and this issue doesn't get fixed by the time Saiyan Day comes around on 3/18, because it's creeping up on us, they'll most likely not be able to release them, or they'll delay them until a certain point in the future, which would suck. So I think that's what's going to happen probably instead of this. This is not going to change. Ultimate Clash is available right now. This being available every day is kind of annoying because it means you can actually challenge it not on the weekend, so during the week. And this is not going to be available for global if they do that. And then we have story events coming back, which is fine. Dokkan events coming back, which is fine. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole celebration. The celebration kind of sucked. But then in terms of the campaign, I don't expect any of the social media stuff to change at all. This will all be going on. In fact, they might even bump this up a little bit, just because they know that if they have to delay events or whatever they have to do, this will be their indirect way of compensating us, just to give us more rewards here, I would assume. Dokkan Now is not going to change, but again, the only thing that they would change with this Dokkan Now coming out is the fact that if they're announcing events or modes or whatever that will need to be delayed for whatever reason due to this issue, they might put something in the news. Like I don't think they're gonna have. I don't think they would record like an amendment to the Dokkan Now video and like add a thing at the end and be like, "Hey, we talked about this in the video, but it's actually not going to come out because of this issue." Blah blah blah. I think what they would do is they would probably put a thing in the news saying, "Hey, we talked about this in the Dokkan Now. There's a new stage of Dragon Ball History coming. Please note that due to this issue, there's a chance that we might not be able to release this, at the predetermined time that we talked about in the video. So there's a chance that those events get delayed." But that's really the only thing I can see changing about Dokkan Now. Dokkan Now is happening for global. They talked about this the whole time. During the issue being up, they talked about this every day. So this is not going anywhere. Now this is first place rewards. I don't know, because there's a chance that due to this issue, people are pissed and they don't summon as much. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm probably leaning more towards, because keep in mind, we got one country that hit top grossing, Luxembourg. And because of that, we got, the typical 30 stones, which is like the JP version of top grossing, not the global version where, one store hits it, we get 7 stones or whatever. Because this is the same time celebration, they went ahead and gave us like the good version of the rewards here. This could change due to 2 factors. Number 1, they want to do the global thing where per country they give us 7 stones and whatever else. Or it could change due to people just not wanting to summon because of the issues that are happening right now. So I could see something like Luxembourg not hitting top grossing this year, and then all of a sudden we just don't hit top grossing this year. So don't be surprised if Broly comes out and there actually is a Broly and he doesn't hit top grossing. I mean, it's Broly, so I assume he's going to hit it, at least in one country, which should trigger something like this to happen. But There's a chance it doesn't happen, and I think a large reason why that wouldn't happen is because of the fact that this issue is persisting right now. So again, just to recap, the main thing I don't really think is going to change are going to be the sales, Dokkan Fest login bonus missions, Dokkan event, all that stuff's going to come out. But when it comes to new stages of Super Battle Road, even Dragon Ball History, some kind of new difficult mode that we don't know about yet, if that were to come out, or any of those things were to come out for Global, there's a chance that they might get delayed for a while. So we could be seeing an instance where JP, even though it's the same time celebration, gets events and stages before Global, even though it's supposed to be coming out at the same time because of this problem. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this video. So let me know down below what you guys think about this. I will be covering the Dokkan Now as soon as it happens tomorrow night. So, well, I guess technically it's tonight. This video should be going up on the 15th at like 11:15 a.m. Eastern. But yeah, we'll be covering it when it happens. I'll be probably going live with it on the Twitch channel over on 5/9, and then I'll do my own video covering it. But that's pretty much it. Let me know down below what you guys think. This is still going on. I'm shocked. I've never really done 2 videos talking about an issue in this game before. I've usually only done 1 video, and then that's it. But this I feel like definitely warrants a follow-up. So I will see you guys all in the next one.